Place a different emphasis on any action in life, and it's true in training. So today what we did was we took basic movement patterns and we just layered a switch word, a thought word over each of those passes with those movement patterns. So the first one was set and flow. Really thinking about setting your base, finding your position in that movement, and then just flowing in it as you're led. Not fighting, not grinding, not trying to blow your heart rate through the ceiling, just flowing and getting into the movement. Second pass we went through, we got into burn. So we wanted them to increase the load a little bit, or the tension a little bit, actually stay on that pattern and burn in it, but not to the point where they couldn't go for 5 minutes if we made them to. We wanted them to ride the line between being completely exhausted at the end of 60 seconds, but still working. And we actually kind of tricked them, got them to a minute, made them go for another 30. And you can hear them, once again, we were able to come back and say, we asked you to burn, but not to the point that you were completely exhausted. That was a prescription today. Next round was grind. So we had them pick up their loads, we had them pick up their tension, and really stay in the movement and dig for everything that they could. Get that bracing, get that packing, get that strength, head to toe, from the floor up, everything they could to grind the movements. And at the end, we had them go. We had them grind, we had them burn, and then we had them flow, kind of like a mechanical change, if you will. So they got in it hard, they fought for their lives, they lifted something like there was a kid under a school bus, then they stayed in a pattern and burned it, and then they floated with it. Quick example for me to show you what that would look like. I'm just gonna take these straps because they're right here. So these are kind of like the Lever Buddy system. So a grind might look like this. I'm gonna set myself up, and I'm gonna grind and fight as hard as I can, not, crunching up my neck and my head and getting tense everywhere else, but I'm using the floor, I'm fighting myself as hard as I can. That's a grind. So if we move to a burn, I might back off that grind tension, stay in a range of motion, but I am gonna push, and I'm gonna burn and ride that line. Flow might look like this for me. It may be a side to side, and I just might flow however I want. I could change my pace, I could rock in and out, but I'm gonna let my body and my feelings dictate how I do that movement, and I'm gonna flow with it. There's a major difference between these emphases in your training and in your life. Your choice is to figure out how and when to use them.